Hi, everyone. My name is Luke Bowman. I'm a geology professor at Michigan Tech University, and I'm excited today to describe to you about my process that I use when I'm interpreting a graph with new data. So we're going to use this as an example to try to answer the question about whether it's possible for lakes to have different layers of water at different temperatures. The first thing I do when I'm reading a graph is to look at the title. And here we have water temperature at various depths in Crampton Lake. So I know that we're focused on one lake in particular, and that we have two variables, water temperature and then the depth of the lake. Then I look at the axes on the graph. I start with the x-axis. Here we have temperature, and it's going to be measured in degrees Fahrenheit. And it's going to be increasing from left to right from 50 to beyond 70. And then on the y-axis, we have water depth measured in feet. And you'll notice that this goes from 20 up to 0, meaning that this line is actually the surface of Crampton Lake. And then I like to look at how many points are being represented on the graph. So these researchers took 7 measurements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 temperature measurements at different depths of Crampton Lake. Then I like to look at the interval between each bin. So here we have 50 degrees, 55 degrees, 60. So these are in 5-degree increments. And here for our water depth, it goes from 20 to 16 to 12. And so I know that this is going to be 18, this is 14. And so something that falls in the center here between 16 and 18 is going to be about 17 feet deep. And here we have a point at 0. So our range of depths goes from 0 to 17. And then our temperature ranges go from about 48 degrees all the way up to about 74 degrees. So immediately I know that in this range of 0 to 17 feet, we have a temperature difference of 74 minus 48 equals 26 degrees. So we can already see that temperature varies given the depth. And then if we look at the question about whether there are different layers, we can sort of see a plateau here in this range where anywhere from between 12 and 17 feet in this 4 to 5 foot range, the temperature is rising drastically in this layer before it hits about 11 or 12 feet. And then from 0 to about 11 or 12 feet, we only have about a 3-degree change. And so from 12 down to 17 feet, we have about a 23-degree rise in temperature in this layer. And the upper layer, if you're from 0 down to about 11 feet, it's going to be quite warm, quite comfortable to swim in. But if you dive below 11 feet, that temperature is going to drop significantly and you're going to be quite chilly. So these are some of the principles that I use and practices that I use when interpreting data from a new unfamiliar graph. Thank you.